Hey guys, welcome to my very first flipped classroom video. So first thing to note is that anything in blue, that's going to be the focus of the information. So today's focus is going to be natural resources. And if you notice, there are three different types of natural resources. There are renewable resources, non-renewable resources, and flow resources. You are probably familiar with renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Flow resources might be something that's new to you, a new concept. You know that the definition of a renewable resource is a resource that can replace itself, even if it has been used. An example would be trees that can grow again in a forest, crops that can be produced by farming, natural fish supplies that will reproduce. Those would all be renewable resources because they have the capability of regrowing or renewing themselves in a short period of time. So not over millions or thousands of years, within a generation, within our lifetime. We can grow crops annually. So things that we can use and will regenerate in a quick period of time, a short period of time. Non-renewable resources are resources that are gone once they are used. Minerals like gold and iron and nickel would be examples. Fossil fuels such as coal and petroleum would be other examples of non-renewable resources. And these resources can only be created under very specific conditions and probably take thousands, tens of thousands, millions of years for them to possibly, if it's possible, to regenerate. And in some cases, it's not possible, and it's certainly nothing that we can count on as we go through these resources for any future generations. Flow resources. The name is really descriptive. It explains what they are. They're resources that are replaced by natural actions, and whether we use them or not, they're kind of just there. Fresh water flowing through the streams and rivers because of precipitation, that water cycle. It's going to flow, and whether we use it as a natural resource or not, it's still going to flow. Ocean currents, wind currents, solar radiation, those are all examples of flow resources. Okay, let's keep going here. What happens when we use or we extract or we harvest these natural resources? Well, things like deforestation, desertification, smog, acid rain, climate change, soil contamination, habitat reduction, and flooding are all possible results of using these natural resources. So at this point, if you notice in red, it says pause the video and look up definitions to all unfamiliar terms. You can certainly pause the video, rewind, listen to again, make notes about any parts of the video. But if it's in red, if I've written the instructions in red, then I would actually like you to take some action. So if there are any of those words that you do not know, now would be the time to look them up. And dictionary.com would be a very useful site for you right now. Using or extracting or harvesting, because they're going to be obtained in different ways, using or extracting or harvesting these resources impacts humans in many ways. There are going to be results on humans because of our use of these natural resources. For example, burning fossil fuels causes pollution or smog, which then results in acid rain. Acid rain affects the foods humans consume, and we then become unhealthy, and unhealthy humans result in an increase in healthcare costs. So it's kind of like the domino effect. Are using these resources in lots of circumstances, there are going to be some negative results. I'm sure, there's the bell. I'm sure there could be examples of positive results of using some of the resources. For example, regenerating soil through agriculture, being smart about what's planted or not planted at certain times. But there are some negative results that we do need to consider. So, this is again something you need to do. You need to record your thoughts about the impact on humans of two of the following: deforestation, desertification, smog, acid rain, climate change, soil contamination, habitat reduction, or flooding. So 2 of those, I need you to record your thoughts in your notebook about how humans would be impacted by those things. All right, we'll see you next time.